drunk, so the party left without him. I remember now. Oh, he got drunk, so he didn't join the caravan, and then by the time he recovered and remembered what he was supposed to do, it was already all over. So the party did it without him. So he failed. Oh, good stuff, good stuff. That's probably the best one I liked. He didn't even get started. Didn't even wake up that day. So. Oh, he is that group project partner. Exactly. Or do we wait for him? Nah, just go, just go. He's never showing up. He got drunk last night. Yeah, but he's part of the group. No, screw him, screw him. He's not here on time. Kind of thing. Yeah. Okay, so that's our opening. I maybe need to format this better, but let's just get it in. Chance to talk. There's some chance for some encounters after the inn. Can't. At the inn, describe your characters and how they move. To the table and talk to each other. And then John arrives, the contact arrives, they give a second chance. And this is my quest. So like we can make a new quest. Call it I had a goblin, and I've run it as a goblin, and I've run it as a dungeon. I've run it two different ways. Just goblin. CR1 maybe. Or we add people XP something. Okay. Oh, and I have to find it in all of this. I should really unload. Hang on, let me see. Modules. That, I need that. That's information. Unload. Unload. It'll take a while to unload all this because I don't want. The problem is I want to see what they were doing. But it also means that I see all their information and I can't find my own stuff. Oops, that was to load it. Just maps. Maps. Files, forest, beats, foes, map. Unload. 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 So Rahorik, have you ever played? I forgot. Do you play D&D, or have you just been DMing a lot? Unload, unload, unload. Oh, that's class stuff. Need that. The campaigns I don't need. I would like to hear how your favorite character you've ever played, how do you think they would have failed their level 0 mission? Attack, monsters, operation, main. Oop, monsters gun, DM's gun. Unload. Need to unload our campaigns. Monster, water deep. Oh, there's Dragon Heist. Yeah, I have it. Unload. Oh, that's a guide to monsters. Never mind. Load. Because my favorite PC I've ever played would definitely have just got his butt kicked, because he was just a straight up paladin fighter, so he would have just gone in there, tried to beat him up, and just failed. Not too creative, but I think it fits him. He was a little naive, so maybe he got tricked or something like that. That could be a possibility. Okay, maybe that makes it look nicer now. Ah, there we go. Quests. All. Goblin. Perfect. Got rid of everything we didn't need to see. People don't see it in here, in our story. Go to all. Where is mine? There's portal package. Oh, they put a lot of stuff in here. Ah, okay. We don't have a number. I don't see where it is. Oh. Whatever. I'm actually only playing at the moment, planning some new games, but with the pandemic, I'm only digital now and was able to join a few. But still learning Roll20. I was running in person. Oh, okay. So you're playing online on Roll20. Cool. Had most of my experience on Roll20, but I'm loving Fantasy Grounds a lot more. So what's your character? And how do you think they would have failed early on? Put the question to you. What do you think? Oh, okay. Perfect. So we make a quest about goblins. That's what I was doing. I got distracted. So we can put our, just a filler to flesh that out later. Goblin quest. Goblin quest. There we go. And then they can do that. Track them to their home, eliminate them. I'll pay you 200 gold each. On top of things, best place to look is just off the road near the forest. Report to the miners' exchange after you're done. It's kind of just my talking points I say when I do it. So then they go to the cave, they find the cave, they do the encounter. Let's build an encounter. Let's build my first encounter. Let's see, we need a... Let's call this book 1. We need a numbering system, because all these other ones have like a numbering system, like 01 point something. So let's put B1 is book 1. Dot C1, chapter 1. Oh, Rahoric is actually the name of your favorite character. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, maybe a night of drinking? Maybe a magical experiment went wrong to delay him? What class was he? Maybe dangerous use of evocation magic. Oh, hey Game On Steve, haven't seen you in a while. Nice to see you. 000 for table of contents, then break down from there. Yeah, but that's what like everyone's been doing, so I think I'm gonna go with book 1, chapter 1. I'm gonna be a little different. And then we can put like 001 goblins. Yeah, I can always go back. You're right, I can always go back later. Okay, so how do we build an encounter? Drop NPC links here to add to the encounter. Okay, so we need our goblins. How many goblins? Okay. So our encounter was goblins. No S because Let's stick to the basic Dungeon Master's Guide, Monster Manual. So we have, let's see, we have 5, I think we had 5 goblins. 5 goblins and 2 hobgoblins. Goblin? 5? Oh, there we go. Hobgoblin. 2. There we go. Because it's ordered, it orders it alphabetically, you can't choose the order of... Oh. Where would my B1... Oh, it would come under B, right? Yep, B1, C1 goblins. Okay, that's why they do that. But if it's only my encounters, it shouldn't be hard to find, but... Depends on the system. Some sort of magic user started as a wizard lich NPC in my first game, and then I've played him as a character 15 years in different systems. Wow. You can use A1, sir. I see, but yeah, I guess because... Where did our encounters go? Because like numbers are before letters, then all of these come first. I could literally just get rid of B and just go 0, 1, 0, 1. And we know that's Book 1, Chapter 1 Goblins. Because then in our encounters, should be right here. How come it's not? Need to update it. Oh. Oh, maybe hit enter. There it is. 010101 goblins. Boom. And it doesn't say what part of its module it's from. Maybe because it's my own. You can use, yeah, but in your own campaign. But in your own campaign, if you only have that book open, it'll work. Okay. Yeah, because I have a lot of other ones because I wanted to see how they built the campaigns. I wanted to see how much XP is all of this worth. Goblins. Goblins, 100 XP. I don't actually have all this timed out, so maybe it's like what a goblin is. Oh, this button. There we go. Goblin is 50 XP. So 1, 2, 250 plus 200, so 450. A CR of 1 or something. Hit the refresh button in the encounter after the CR box. Oh. Refresh CR. Oh, it does it for you. Oh, that's cool. I can just hit refresh and it'll automatically update depending on what tokens I put in there. That's pretty good. Okay, thank you. Game On Steve is definitely our helper with how to use Fantasy Ground. Well, here's our encounter. We'll drag that in here. And let's see about a map, because I know we have all maps. We have cave. We have a cave map. Battle cave map, something like 1. Yeah, if for encounters, but quests you have to okay, quests you have to do it yourself, but the encounters will automatically adjust. That is great. You can always manually adjust it if you have trap or something like that. Yeah, so that's why when I open encounters in the module, it says, oh, trap usually has like a T alphabet token, and it's like 10 XP or something because it's factored into the calculation. I got it. I got you. So say we use this map. Is there a way to tie the map? There's a way to tie the map to the story. I just have to. Here, put the map, and then draw the counter. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. So how do I tie a map? I want this encounter to take place on this map. And I put the goblins. Oh, that's not adjusted at all. Delete token. First, we need to put in our grid. What I hate doing, because you have to zoom in and try to get this pixel perfect as best you can. That looks pretty good. Oh, and then it's off way over here. I don't understand that at all. Okay. For encounters, okay, blah, blah, blah. Open your story and drag the circle D from the map to the story. Open my map. Open your story. My story is... Can you move, please? There we go. This is my story. I drag my map onto the story. There we go. Circle on the map. Then place the tokens from the encounter on the map. Okay. My grid. Is there a way to like slowly shift? There we go. That looks better at least. Then I can put my goblins on the map. Why is it not snap? The grid is on. Not doing that. Okay. My goblins, put 3 of you over here. It's sizing them correctly at least. Put 2 by the door. And then put like a hobgoblins. One with this group and one over here. Something like that. It'll always be off near the edges because of the way the map grids are drawn. Yeah, I know. And they aren't exact squares. Of course. That's kind of why I like to get maps that don't have squares drawn on them, because that way you don't have a background image that doesn't match the actual game image. Because sometimes, like, when you use a software, it messes it up, but... So when you are ready, the story... You can click the encounter and the map, and when you hit the encounter down arrow, it will place the tokens on it. Okay, so we place the tokens, we did all this. Let's close everything, close this. Okay, so I open my encounter, I open my map. You say press the down? The down arrow? Ah! Oh, it put them on where I put it. Oh, that put them in the combat tracker. Oh, that's cool. They're in the combat tracker. Their initiative is rolled by their group. Ah. Very nice, very nice. So that's the button. That's the key button to do. And my encounter is all set up. That is really nifty. And stats are... Oh, and starts not visible automatically, yes. If I want to make them visible, I can click the little eye, boop. There we go. Or if I want to wait, like, oh, these guys are not visible. Oops, where'd it go? Goblin number 2, 4, and 2, 4, and Hobgoblin 2 are not visible because they're around a corner. Something like that. And now they're visible. There we go. That's cool. Okay. That's our first little goblin, our test goblin encounter. Ah. I see. I'm slowly learning, but the way I've outlined in the past doesn't really fit this software because, like, there's things like chat frames and things you can put in chat. What do the characters say? Things like that. They search the cave. They find odds and ends. They report back. Okay. Now, is there a way? Because in Roll20, what I would do is I would just there's like, for an NPC, you could just make, I guess I just made notes and put a picture with a name. For people who don't need stats. Now, I'm wondering if it's easier to make like a NPC character. Just like, especially if I don't need stats for them. Like, is there a commoner? There is a commoner. A basic person, 10 across the board, a basic melee attack, other. Commoner includes these kinds of people. So if I want to, like, let's see. Let's see, who was one of the first people they... So in the town, they're supposed to talk to... talk to somebody, but for some reason I don't have it written down. The character doesn't have a picture in the... Anyways, okay, let's say they need... Let's read my campaign. They're supposed to go to the exchange and report what they've done. Ah, here's all my pictures. Okay. Yes, so this is the person. So can I just like make... my copy? How to make a new item. But if I want to copy the stats of something else down the list, and I like it will hold a copy and create down the list. Okay, so maybe not that. Ah, okay, there we go. And it doesn't say it's from any book. Okay, so then I have this. And I can... Oh, I have to unlock it. I can name it the character. I don't know if I want to do this. Elia Thornton. Medium. Type. Use a human. Alignment. Doesn't matter. Blah blah blah. Bonus. He is the exchange runs. Mining exchange head. He is a bit uptight, dismissive, and quiet. And if I want to add an image, I have to drag her picture from my MPC folder. Let's Control A, because we're going to need all of these NPCs eventually. Images, new folder, NPCs. I was telling Rohoric earlier, Game On Steve, that file management, the joy of all DMs, managing all your pictures and all your NPCs and all this. All new. No, it has cave. Hey. Yeah. Drag her picture. Boom. There we go. Token. That's right, we need an image as a token. We have to go to our tokens and then do like commoner, basic woman, and church just woman. The villager, townsfolk. Yeah, she's just a normal townsfolk. That doesn't seem to fit. Town. Folk. There we go. Rat Town Guard. Oh, that's interesting. We just need a normal looking woman who's not carrying too much. Tokens. Hero tokens. We just need like human tokens. NPC middle class. Maybe that's what we need. NPC middle class woman. Merchant female. There we go. And drop it down. There we go. Oh, that's where OCD. I don't know if it helps, Game On Steve. I think it makes it worse because I get obsessed with making my file hierarchy very nice and pretty, and I spend way too much time just trying to organize everything. It does help that I can find everything later, but it doesn't help when I'm wasting entire afternoon organizing NPC pictures. So yeah, so there's our money head. There she is. We can search in our NPCs for Halia, and we can put her in our story. I really don't like how once you put this in, you need space in between them with text pre-made, because otherwise it just messes it up. Unless there's this button I'm clicking that I need to be pushing in order to make it do that. But so anyway, how you doing, Game On Steve? How have you been? What have you been up to, my friend? As you can see, I'm trying to make my campaign that I've made in other software like Roll20 and in OneNote, and trying to put it into Fantasy Grounds, because I like using Fantasy Grounds now. That's what I should do. I should just make like a note, and I should put like town, starting town. Oh, I have a name for it. Where's my starting town name? I think it's Coneyberry? There it is, Coneyberry. Oops, not typing in that window. Type in this window. Coneyberry. Coneyberry town. And we can put our NPCs. Like exchange person. What else do I have for my exchange? I have innkeeper. Stonehill Inn. I have farmers, halflings, smithy, town master, master of Coneyberry, cleric, local priest, priestess, and things like that. So if I go to my exchange person, town, description, the town is small and nice. There we go. And I can make that when my players walk in, I can click the button. All my NPCs. And so for example, I have my exchange. I can drag her name here. So I can find all my, lock that. There we go. Easily find out all about them. Like that. I really like being able to just have these hot links everywhere I want them. And I can be like, oh, I need to open my town. Here it is. Here's all my NPCs. I can click on which one I need. I can click on my text bubbles to give my characters some context. And the description of the town. And so on. Seems to be very nice. Yes, being able to pin images and like I can put it anywhere. Like I can have this one image and I can say I need to look at it here, 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 and here. And just be like, okay, we just hot linked it everywhere for you. I'm like, great. Because one annoying thing with Roll20 is that it only would let me to have one thing in one place. If I wanted the same picture in two places, I either had to make the thing twice or I had to just move it after I used it in one place, but no. But you can pin the NPC description on the image too. Oh, you can? How do I do that? Resizing these images don't really help at all. There we go. So here's my image. Hey, what? Hey, Bricks. How you doing? What's this program? We are making a campaign, or we're putting my campaign into Fantasy Grounds, which is a online tabletop roleplay software, kind of like Roll20, if you know what that is. But Automeki does a lot of cool stuff for us, Bricks. So it doesn't matter what you open, you take the circle from the NPC window and drag it onto Haley's. Okay, so take it from the NPC window, drag it onto her picture. Oh yeah, because you can pin. Ah, okay, okay. Because that's what I really love to do with... I didn't realize you could pin like that. That does work. Make it easy. What I was thinking about is like on our big map, our big world map. I don't know if you saw this. Oh, because I have it listed. Here's our big map. I drew in paint the borders of the country. And yes, we stole the Faerun map. I could, one, I could make this smaller so I can see. And then I could go to my notes, my Federation of the Sword, and I can drag it on here. Oh, you want to read about the country? Where's Waterdeep? There it is. I can put this. Probably just put it anywhere. Federation of the Sword. Here we go. Here's all the information about this place on the map. That's cool. And you want to make something about Waterdeep? I think Connieberry is on one of these maps, but not the big world map. Too small. We can make a note. A new note. We can call it Waterdeep. Whenever our players go into Waterdeep, either on the map or some other place, we have all information. NPCs, so on and so forth. Ah, because they just use images, it doesn't make a difference. That's good to know. I just never put two and two together, that you can pin on an image just as much as you can pin on a map, because they're the same thing. That's nifty. Bricks, have you played D&D before? Have you DM'd or just a player? What is your experience with tabletop roleplay games or D&D? More specifically. Okay, I kind of lost track. We went down a little rabbit hole there. But that's alright. I do like how this stuff helps me stay organized a whole lot more. Okay, so... I don't really want to flesh out our town too much, because I don't have much time. Stick with our campaign. Ah, this is my other campaign. Okay, here we go. Tomb, check out goblins, hobgoblins, bears, mimics, zombies, blah blah blah. Okay, okay. Cool. In Game on Steve, I know, like, you've DM'd with Fantasy Grounds before? If I remember right. I lost track of where my... Oh, there it is, campaign outlines. Yeah. Cool, cool. Did you run a module, or did you run a homebrew using the... using Fantasy Grounds? Oh, both. Oh, okay. Yeah, the one thing I think Roll20 has better, if you buy the campaign... Oh, and Zack Attack is back. Nice to see you, buddy. If you buy a campaign in Roll20, there are more maps. Fantasy Grounds seems to have taken the maps that they gave you from the actual module and put them in the system, but they didn't create the maps you need. Because I've been running Horde of the Dragon Queen on Twitch, and like, there's no battle maps for all those random encounters you have in the town at the very beginning of Greenest. There's no battle maps, and so I had to just use a generic map, which is fine. I just would have been nice to have it, but you always make your own maps anyways. Do you actually make them, or do you just like find maps? Because I find my own maps and I put them on in my game. I don't usually make the maps. I find someone else's maps. For most home stuff, that's fine. But. Oh, you DM with both Fantasy Grounds at a physical game. That's interesting. How does that work out? Oh, time to help with dinners. Have fun. We'll see ya. Enjoy dinner. But certainly, you should let us know, like, tell us how that works next time you're around, so. Someone say maps? Yes, if we need maps made, Rahorik is our man. We just have to go to him. So I watched him stream the other day making some maps. It was pretty sweet. If you guys have a chance, check him out. Does a bunch of map making, but also does some GM prep, world building, homebrew stuff, as well as playing some Ironsworn. Pretty cool. So certainly check out Rahorik's channel as well. Okay, so how much more should I do today? We're already at almost 3 hours. Kind of losing the thread of what I need to be doing. Okay. Because I'm up to the encounters and stuff, and kind of have different things, but Mac, wait for the times, ask them about what they've taken. Yeah, what should they do? Problem with planning too much stuff out ahead is players always do their own stuff. You plan so much stuff and then they go, we want to do this. And you're like, what? I wasn't ready for that. Yeah. I do find formatting a bit of a pain using this system because you have to right click for quite a bit of their stuff. I've run this thing different times. Myers having problems, festival was fun. I want to hear about Smog being dead. Yeah. Try to post them in my Twitter, open to suggestions on maps to make in the future. Yeah. I really should make a map for my world, so I'm not using the Faerun map. What if, yeah. That's what I should do. And if I ever get any money, maybe I should just commission you to do that, Rahorik, so I don't have to do it. Haha. Just get you to make all my maps for me. There we go. I'll make the world, you make the maps. We need someone else. We need an artist. Do you know an artist to do tokens and NPCs and things? Items. And then we need... What else do we need? Art. Writing. Maps. Sound. We need a sound designer to make all our cool sound effects. Make a theme song for us. All that kind of stuff. And then we're set. Okay, so that's that. What I should do is just make some structure of stuff, because we have... Why is book 1 before... Uh-oh, that's not good. No, I don't want to copy. Book 1 should not be first. Why is it doing... This is one thing I don't really know too, but... There was someone in Clark Hart's Discord for art. Ah, so we have an artist too. Do they stream? Yeah, that's one thing I was never good at. If I had one thing I could claim to do well was writing and stuff. It was not art or music. My wife is a musician, and when she tries to get me to play the piano or sing, it's ugly, folks. It's ugly. So, and yet, if I have the link, what do I paste? What do I paste? Where do you paste it? A link to some art or your maps? You can just drop it in chat. That's okay. Nightbot shouldn't be mad at you. Oh, you mean on my Discord? Okay. Yeah, you can put it... I should make an art channel. See, this is what I need. I need you guys to tell me what you want to do in my Discord, and then make it. So first, for all of you who haven't already, consider joining our Discord channel and check us out. Yeah, let's make a new channel right now. I'm gonna make a new channel called Art. And I can't capitalize, and I keep trying to. There we go. So now there's a new channel called Art. And you should be able to do that. Yeah, you can click the link, and if that doesn't work, copy the MPACUE thing and put it into your ad server thing. I should just make you... Hang on, Rahoric. I'll help you out, buddy. You're in another channel, right? If we share a server, I can just invite you. There we go. I can literally just invite you. Putting links in chat when I could just be clicking some buttons. There we go. Game On Steve is in. That's great. Horik is in. You can find the link to some of my setting that I've been working with today under the resources tab and info, as well as I made an art channel just for Horik so he can post all his maps for us to check out, or just drop a link to your Twitter feed. That'll work too. You want to do it the same thing last night, trying to join, and it... Oh, okay, we solved it. Yeah, I was doing the same thing too, and I was trying to join was it Arcanist, right? His Discord. That sometimes the links just like make you create a new account and all this stuff, and it's like crazy, but it can be pretty messed up. But obviously clicking just the add plus towards the bottom, like Zack Attack recommended, is really nice too, to work it out. But okay, so let's try to figure out. It's too bad that Game On Steve left, because I could have used his help some more. Let's try to figure out why our story is not in the right order, and I need to stop copying things. Because we want Hicks and Draconis to be the first tab, not the second. Is it because it's going in alphabetical order? Oh, I bet that's what it is. It's going book 1 is because it's order. So I need to put 0.0.0. Yes. Nope. Yes, that's what it is. It's alphabetical order. Oh, which means I have to put a number in front of everything. I really wish it would let you do something like rearrange it yourself, because that'd be nicer, but yeah. Okay, so that means I need to rename this stuff. So this is 1. Is it 1? Yeah, 1.0.0. Book 1, Death of Smaug. And chapter 1 is... It's not a story. Did I make this a story? I made it just a note. I'm not really sure when to make one a story and when to make one a note. Like, I could maybe just do like new story 1.1.0 chapter 1. New... What did I called it something. I called it... opening. Oh, clever me. No, I called it something else. Where did I put that? I called it... I have this thing made in like 3 different programs, so I'm trying to flip between them to see what I named it. Maybe I only gave a clever name to the book, not to the thing. Okay, maybe that's what it was. Whatever. Chapter 1, new... A fresh start. Because they've already failed. Blah blah blah. We can probably copy... Can we copy all of this? Really? Control A. Control C. It didn't really work. Rid of all the formatting. Oops. Describe your character. Yeah, just put a goblin. Just puts a star. Goblin. Battle map. Nope. Base. Battle map. I didn't copy the name. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it opened a weird... Yeah, exactly, Rahoric. That's what happens. That's what happened with me, was it just kept trying to open web browsers and have me make a new account and authenticate, and I'm like, what? I did all this. What's going on? Oh, it's a crazy looking bird. Oh. Nice. Zack posted in our art, he posted some weird looking bird with laser eyes. Okay. That's cool. I'm accidentally in your Discord twice because of it's only one's actually me. Okay. One of them, see, I know which one because the one that has your icon is the right one. And the one that doesn't have an icon is the silly little thing that it creates when it tries to make you join. But no worries, I fixed it. I'll just kick him. Nobody tell him. Just kick it. Report back. Need to format this and make this look nicer. So go to the mine exchange to meet Celia. Need to drag it, not copy paste. And wait for a reply from John. Oops. And then Smog is dead. There we go. I think this is better as a story item. There we go. So now, if we go to our story, we have it all in order. We have our first page, second page, book 1, which has links to things. It doesn't keep going. Why does it not keep going? Ah, because I need to refresh it. That's why. Yeah, it has a Twitch icon, that's why. And the other one is an imposter. Don't worry, we've destroyed the imposter. Very good. Okay. Sounds great. I'm really glad to have so many people here today. When I stream on Friday my time, it's usually my worst day because it's during the week for America and North America. And so everyone is not staying up very late or whatnot. But when I stream on Mondays, it's Sunday night. So there's still quite a few people up and whatnot, but it's great to have a big group of you all here with me tonight. It's really funny to look at my stats. I have like almost 10 viewers or 6 to 10 viewers on Mondays when I stream, my time. And then like on Fridays, it's like 2. So, but today we've got 7 people in chat. You guys are amazing. Thanks for hanging out and putting up with me learning how to make this campaign and things like that. Yeah, technically Friday early in the morning. Yeah. It is Friday. It's Friday, right? Yeah, it's Friday evening for me. It is almost 5 o'clock. So. Yeah. Same thing with my followers too. Like I'll get like 2 or 3 new followers on Monday, and then none on Friday, and then 2 or 3 on Monday. But it's kind of how it works. I really should stream in the morning if I wanted to get more people, but my time doesn't really work with my time zone. My life schedule doesn't work out too well, so. Wow, for me it's like 6:12. PM or AM? Zack Attack. Yeah, it's really weird. It's really hard. It's hard to make plans, like with my friends and people I know who live in America or Canada even, because I'm like, oh, I can talk to you on Friday, and they're like, Friday? And I'm like, oh, my Friday, your Thursday. Because of the stupid timeline, the international timeline, where it actually jumps back a day. 6 p.m. It's 5 here. What are you, New Zealand? Is that New Zealand, or it's East Coast Australia or New Zealand time, right, Zach? Which one is it? I'm in Japan. I'm not Japanese. I'm an American living in Japan, but that's why my time zone. And Rahorik is West Coast. So that's cool. Ah, okay, you are Australia. Can't always keep track of how many of them are what. Yeah, I read about that in the news. That was weird that these Asian hornets are now like have made their way into North America and are like taking over the place. So that's not exactly the best thing, but okay, I think what I'm going to do is I really don't know what else to do. I don't have much more to put in because I haven't decided where I want to take things from here. And I have to do a lot of like uploading images and saving things like that. And I don't want you guys to have to pay attention to that. So, one thing I would like to do before we call it good, or today, before I'm done, and I go to try to get some writing done this afternoon, this evening, is some big overarching stuff that I haven't quite figured out yet. But I would like you guys' input on. What do you guys think would be good? Oh, not this. We need book 1. So the story arc for book 1 is as the world is falling apart on the grand scale, Smaug is dead, the dragons go to the kind of start fighting and so on, and there are border skirmishes. The players are simply leveling up and doing these quests. But kind of the chapter 1, not chapter 1. Yeah, the chapter 1 through 5 or so. I guess each level is a chapter or something, if you want to think of it that way. The kind of mini story arc is they are helping a young dragon establish their lair. And of course, they don't really know all this until the very end. But that's kind of the idea. Because dragons are magical beings, they don't appear as dragons. So they get asked to help on these series of quests, all of which lead up to them clearing out this big mountaintop cave system that the dragon then claims as her lair and rewards the players. So that's my little mini story arc that I need to flesh out more and all the little encounters along the way. But does that sound, how does that sound to you guys? Last little bit of stuff I've got. So we have Smaug. The players are working towards helping a young blue dragon claim its lair. Do they find out afterward, or like they will get to choose to do it or not? I had them finding out afterwards. They clear this stuff out, and all of a sudden the NPC is standing there and like, how did you get here? And it's just like, oh, well, actually I'm a dragon and I want this as my lair, but I needed some help. And here are some bonuses and nice treasure as a reward and so on. So that's what I was thinking. But do you think it'd be better to give them a choice? Like she reveals herself, or I guess dragons can be, it is a her technically, because the dragons from the Blue Kingdom are mostly women that are in charge. It's a matriarchy. Like, they will give the dragon power and they can choose the power or not. I don't know if I like the idea of letting them give their power or not, but like maybe she says, hey, I'm actually a dragon, I need help, do you still want to do this? Like she comes clean before they do the final quest. That's something that would fit well. But remember, in my setting, dragons are really powerful and kind of revered. So if a dragon says, please help me, the players shouldn't be like, no, we don't want to do that. Especially having a dragon sort of as your kind of patron would be amazing for them. And really give them a leg up to the next step that comes after. Yeah, I could give clues. Yeah, that might be something. Give players... Make this more front and center for you guys. Give players clues that, if they want, reveal the true identity of the dragon. That might do it. That I like that idea, Rohoric. There is a moment when she will come clean, but there's also hints that they could push to maybe accelerate it a little further, right? that. That could definitely work. Something like that. Give players clues. But she will reveal before last quest. Something like that. Definitely works. Looking at her, yeah, I think it's a good player experience if they have that eureka moment. Ah, yeah, that's true. If they figure it out in one of the times when she is away, that could be a good moment for the party. Yeah, okay. At least give them the opportunity. They may not seize it or care about it, but that could be it. Can't they just tell by looking at her? I mean, you're not supposed to be able to. Back attack. Dragons are magical beings and they can disguise their appearance. I mean, I don't know how much of that is actually D&D lore, or just dragons can be found by color, ancient and methodical. They have disguise, right? Dragons, blah, blah, blah. Magical creatures, innate power, breath weapons. Have draconic blood. Sages, chromatic dragons, driven by greed, creatures of ego, dragon slayers. Dragons. See, this is kind of what I'm changing about them a little bit. But Dung James, how you doing? Nice to see you. Oh, Zack Attack bringing in more people to watch. Friend of yours? Maybe they're... Yeah, like what kind of clues? Like, clues can be like... She doesn't seem to act normal all the time. She can't hide some dragon instincts, maybe? Like, she has really good hearing or smell, maybe? And just like, they're coming. They're like, how did you know? There's no way she could have known. And like, oh, well, yeah. I'm good. Just thinking how players would react if the mastermind turned out to be an historian. Like like a historian? Like, yeah. So the whole idea behind this campaign is just like you describing saying things like this looks like a cozy space for a large creature. Yeah, something like that. Yes, an actual historian. What I would love, Dung James, would to have like an arch villain be just some guy in a tower reading a book, and he didn't realize that what he was reading was like actually happening in the world. And like all the players were like, you're destroying stuff and blah. He's like, oh, I just thought it was a good story. Something like that. I think that would be an interesting plot twist. But describing elements that might be enticing to a blue dragon. Yeah, like some of the quests she sends them on are like perfect dragon kind of quests. Like, oh, can you go gather me 1,000 gold coins? What? Why do you need 1,000 gold coins? Like, can't you just make money someone? No, can you do it? Like, if you do, I'll give you a bonus. And they're like, how could you? Yeah. Something like that. I don't know, Zach. He can't read silently. Maybe that's why. It's actually an interesting plot twist. I'll keep it in mind for a Magic campaign. Yeah, yeah. Oh, platinum. Yeah, but like level 4 characters could never get their hand on 100 platinum or something like that. Or maybe she doesn't need a lot of it. She just needs a little bit to get started. Like, there has to be some coin in order for her to claim it as a layer or something like that. Oh, I know. One mission is to clear out a gold mine, or a mine of some kind. A mine with precious metals or gems. And when they clear out the mine, she can then go in and gather all that resources and take it to her lair. That could work. But Zack Attack, about reading out loud. There's a really interesting quote. Oh, who is that? Augustine. In like medieval times, hardly anyone read silently. Oh, Ambrose, that's who it was. So there's this story of these medieval scholars, church scholars. Here it is. Here's the quote. It's from Confessions. Yeah, it's Augustine who wrote it, not who was it about. I should just copy this link because I don't want to copy a huge thing of text. But go read this. Scroll down a little bit and you'll see the quote from Confessions. And it talks about how he was amazed at meeting someone who could speak, who could read quietly. Everyone at the time read out loud. So it wouldn't be crazy to think about someone reading out loud, because that could just be the way the world works. Something like that, but maybe a bit of dragon lore or law that requires them to have so much gold before establishing their... Yeah, exactly, Rory. That could be easily one of the early campaigns. She needs some gold to start. So that's what she needs. That can be a kind of a mini cave / dungeon crawl. Maybe she needs some minions or something too. Now I guess they don't. They don't really need that in lore too much. But I mean, this historian's talent lies in seeing historical trends, cycles, etc. Basically seeing the flow of history, and thus he seeks to experiment with and change history. That could be really cool, the crazy magic, like a magical kind of world, right? Where he's like, if I can alter something, I can make something happen that wasn't supposed to happen for another 500 years or something. Dung James, that could definitely work. I like that. That's a good encounter to build. I'm basically trying to brainstorm for some dragon related quests that the party could get at low level. So something like that, but yeah, because they are a part of the world, if she establishes her lair, she'll need support and whatnot. So maybe needs some supporters to legitimize her claim and rep her in for things. Maybe that could also be may ask the party to be a part of this. That sounds good. Imagine a conspiracy of something that seems stupid but is actually important, because the story basically takes... Yeah. It's kind of the goal that I'm going with, Dung James, is that the players are doing all these things that seem mundane or normal, And yet in the end, they're actually setting up a new blue dragon lair. Because normally, because again, I'm kind of turning the stereotypes on its head for dragons a lot in this campaign. Instead of entering a dragon's lair, clearing it out, killing the dragon, doing the other way around. Clearing out a lair and then establishing a dragon kind of idea. Yeah, she gets... That's what I was thinking, because it depends on the players, I think, Rohorik. Get magical items based on class. Like if there's a fighter or a paladin, they get a dragon, they get blue dragon scale armor or something. If they're a wizard or something, they get a spell that's related to dragons that they can use like once a day or something like that. Or something like, yeah, they get some dragon related gift depending on their class. Yeah. Infrastructure, defend people who are helping setting it up. Weed out traitors. Yeah, that's a lot of good ideas for like later on. Dung James, but... Oh, hey, Sliso. Good to see you, man. Yeah, even if you just pop in to say hi, no worries. Glad to see you. Hope all is well. Good luck. Dragon Talon Dagger for a rogue. That's a good one. I'm literally going to copy you on that, Rorik. Maybe not Talon, because how would you get it off? Maybe a tooth, because dragons are always losing teeth like crocodiles or something. Right? Oh, that was Zach. Did he say that? Oh, gold with a gold talon. Okay. Sorry, Zach, I didn't catch... Dragon Tooth Dagger I like better because scale male, because like maybe she lost, they just lose teeth all the time and put it to good use or something. So yeah, something like that would definitely work. Bonus items. Things. I want to work in some of the strongholds and followers stuff. I know I want to use that in my campaign because I love the idea of building that, but that might be more up to my players, because if players don't have an interest in building a keep, then maybe I won't do it, but... Okay. We'll give credit to Zach Attack. I'll literally put it in here. Credit to Zach Attack. There we go. You have it forever. Could give them a stronghold. Maybe she could... Maybe her lair is their stronghold. She gives them like a corner of it and says, you can make this your home. You can like rest here and there will always be food and shelter for you or something like that. That could work. Or giving, yeah, gives... I'm always in the wrong window. Gives them some land or a corner of her lair to use. Like, she won't always be home. She's not like... In this world, dragons don't like stay put. So... like, she wouldn't mind having somebody there around some time that could definitely help her with something. Like, could you like help me look after this place and keep raiders from coming back? And a later quest could be someone did raid it and the players have to go back and, you know, help get revenge on these people who wronged their ally or something. Bureaucrats to help run it. Mistrust strong ally. Yeah, she helps attract a few of the few of the early followers for them. That could definitely work. So would like the help. That could definitely work, yeah. Lots of good ideas about stuff, but low-level quests. Clearing out some caves, getting some bureaucrats, getting some support. Maybe find a magical item she needs. She needs something like that. Oh, I have a really cool idea that I kind of borrowed that I can mix into this, but... Oh, Zacatec just had some dinner. What'd you eat? I'm about to go have a snack here after we're done. But I came across this really good post on Reddit like 2 years ago, I think it was, that talked about giving kobolds a like a dragon, what do you call it? A metal dragon machine or something like that. So it's like a giant puppet. Oh, pho. Sounds good. I like noodles. Like a dragon puppet that they all like run around inside to operate, and then the players have to go and kill the dragon, but it's really just a mechanical dragon full of kobolds. That was probably one of the coolest ideas for a dragon encounter I've ever seen. I definitely stole that, but you had chicken schnitzel last night. Oh, lucky you. But cool. So that's a counter, like clear out a fake dragon, but really fake. Clear out neighboring. Why is my quotation markers in the wrong direction? Clear out neighboring dragon. Really just kobolds in a machine. Yeah, there's some rule or something where you're not allowed to establish your lair if there's another dragon close by, like territory kind of thing. And she's like, it's just rumors, but we want to make sure this isn't actually a dragon or something and whatnot. So that's why she has them go check it out. That could work. Sounds good. Yeah, dragon, because that's an encounter I've already sort of built. Other supplies or something else. There's always a chance for side things to pop up. Side missions. Oh, this is happening over here. There's some bad guys running around, something, you know. Maybe someone knows her real identity and tries to interfere with the party. That could be like a clue along the way. Like, why did this person attack us? What were they trying to do? That kind of a thing. And, yeah. That raises questions, and if they chase those questions down, tries to warn them? I think they just don't want her to succeed, like it's another one of her siblings or something. But, ooh, I was going to run a one-shot where a village had seen a red dragon fly in the area. Allows players to gear up with magic items like they liked, and when they got there, it was a white, different color dragon that had been painted as a safety measure, so people would think it was the wrong color to mess up preparations to fight it. Oh, that would be genius! A dragon who knows heroes' tactics and has somehow masked their color from their real identity. That's a great idea. I want to save that for later on. And it would be a good one-shot because you just say prep for the attack and then go. Right? I'm going to make a note. New note, dragon encounters. I'm just going to copy this out. There we go, that'll work. Something like that. That's a good idea for an encounter. Yeah, they take time to present as the wrong color, like it's a fake press campaign. Yeah, they do some fly around, they raid a village or two, they pretend to be wounded by, you know, anti-fire stuff, but they're not really, and then they flee, and like the whole bit. I like that. I also had an idea for a really interesting encounter where the dragon isn't, like, even in D&D, like a normal campaign, you could do this where the dragon isn't like evil, so to speak. Like, you'd have to pick the right color, or maybe it's even metallic, but it's just lonely because everyone's afraid of dragons, so no one comes to visit its lair. And it has this like whole banquet hall and all this stuff set up for visitors, and no one ever comes. So when the party eventually do show up, instead of like this big fight, they get like welcomed by like kobold butlers or something, and just like, yeah, they get their ear talked off. It becomes a social encounter instead. Or like the dragon doesn't want to let them leave because they'll never come back or something like, or I don't know. You could do a lot with that, I think. It'd be really cool. But something like that I would really love to do. Yeah, I think that does. I think we have enough good ideas for a couple low-level encounters that are sort of related to a dragon and what the dragon would need, as well as the odd side campaign to do. I had a copper dragon that kept people like pets. Ah, as their horde. Ah, took good care of them, but they were basically prisoners. Ah, I really like the idea of dragons hoarding things besides like gold and money. Like hoarders of knowledge, hoarders of like, yeah, they collect different races and creatures, like a big zoo, right? And the dragon gives them a quest to go out and capture some rare animals for them or something. Yeah, or like, yeah, so a wizard could learn a lot from a dragon hoarding books on magic. Or in this case, their dragons are hoarders of like political power and things like that. It's kind of how I took my campaign, but I like that idea. Dragons hoarding different things and ask for help. I'm in Dragonborn, not Dragon. Help, like pets slash a zoo. They collect books. They collect, I don't know, what else could they collect? Art, things like that. Dragon just thought it was a higher species and viewed humanoids like a view of dogs. Yeah, they are definitely in a different rank. They're basically ain't like great magical beings, like angels or demigods or something like that. So they were its property. Yeah, because you don't want it to die, right? You spend all that time and effort to capture this thing. You don't want it to die. Maybe you even breed them to grow your population or something. Right? Leave them in a cage long enough and see what happens or something like that. Pet, arts, books, clothes. Maybe they're a fashion dragon. That'd be a little weird, but funny. Things like that. Okay. So that would all work pretty nicely, I think. Oops, sorry. Okay, I think that'll do it for me. Went longer than normal for today, so 3.5 hours instead of about 2.5. But thank you for all hanging out. It was great to have you all here. We had like, God, 8 or 9 people at max close. And quite a few guys in chat. Love having you here. Don't go anywhere. Let's find someone to raid. Right, let's find someone to raid. D&D 24-hour live stream. Oh, someone is really doing their best. To stream for 24 hours, holy cow. Oh. Cup of homebrew. Looks like someone's homebrewing some stuff. Yeah, let's check out some more homebrew. Let's see what this is all about. Oh, from Europe, but they're streaming in English. I don't know, I can't see what they're doing. It looks like they're doing homebrew. It says they're in English. What? Okay, so let's raid them. So before you guys go, let's go give these guys a called average adventurers. They're doing some homebrew stuff. I'm working on one of those. Nice. 24-hour live stream. Oh, that would be crazy, but well, helping anyway. Yeah, thanks for being here, Zach. We will start a raid. Please, like, everybody, sometimes it doesn't say you're a viewer if you're not, like, actually active. So, like, click in chat, move your mouse a little bit, get those viewer numbers up so that when we raid them, we have a nice big party to go raid. Okay, because we have quite a few people, but it says I've only got 4. We have more than 4 people, but I don't know why it says there's only 4 watching. Lots of people in chat, so refresh your mouse. And here we go. Let's go. Let's go raid them. I will turn my music off. And I will stop streaming.